wonderful booby trap.
Welcome to the Booby Trap Podcast Accessory Reel. This is a bonus companion track that features Tata and Mamie's commentary as we watch the film together. Join us on this accessory reel for the film The Lady Vanishes, 1938. Okay. Ooh, I'm enjoying this music already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's that music that they'll bring in throughout the film.
I don't think
I realized that before, but yeah. Interesting. It was just like that one piece of it, though. Interesting. This part.
Continuity. And here we roll credits. Now, when I see credits like this, I watch them all the way to the end. Just because...
Because look, there's Googie Withers.
Yeah.
She's in... That's... Okay, wait. She's Blanche. I have to figure out who Blanche is because she's in some other films. I don't think I ever realized she was in this.
That's why I always watch credits like this to the end, because you'd be surprised. The actor, might be big actors.
Right.
That had started out with these little small roles in films like this. You just never know who you might see.
Well, I love this scene with the miniaturization of the town. I don't know. I just like that sort of stuff.
Well, what I like is he makes it look purposeful instead of cheap. And I saw so many, the ways the porches and all that.
I mean, like even the car drives by.
Yeah. So many, all the houses there were like that in this particular area with those not patios, but balconies like that. So that is a real take on it.
I mean, like they had a bird that's in a bird cage that you see for a split second.
Yeah.
So a lot of the details in there for sure.
Well, you also keep in mind, I think, like you see what they're doing here, is this talkies hadn't, we're still kind of new, newish. So when you watch it, you'll see a lot of, you can almost see it that if it didn't have sound. And so visuals were very important because, and sometimes a little over dramatizing too.
Right.
And it's like,
I don't think we ever really know where technically they're located at, but that sounded kind of Italian to me, didn't it? But I'm not a linguist either, so
right.
We're not many things.
We're
not sommeliers. We're not lawyers.
Linguists, you name it. We're not
sure.
it. Yeah. We're just two ladies drinking wine, watching a movie.
Exactly.
I'm perfectly happy with that.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers. So it is very interesting. So I have read the book and watched all the different remakes. So the remake that's made in the 70s, that's definitely closer to the Hitchcock.
Little Shepherd?
Yeah, exactly. And then there's the one in, I think it's 2012, I believe. I don't think I have it at hand, but that one actually is very much closely aligned to the book. And so there's definitely some differences. If you watch both, you'll see the differences. Essentially, there's more hotel guests that interact for a longer period of time, so there's more relationships that go on. I know Iris had bigger group of friends that were very obnoxious, and so she pretty much when she was by herself, she had like no one really to no friends or anything like that, and she's kind of isolated herself from those other people. So I don't think that helped the situation either.
Yeah, and I don't think this was Hitchcock's first. Margaret Lockwood was not his first pick for this role. Or so the rumor. Later on in his career, he had a penchant. If you pay attention to the movies, for blondes, big thing for the blondes, and had lots of crushes. Gosh, it's hard to think. This is 1938, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So war hadn't even swept through here yet.
That's true. Well, and I think that actually, so when you look at the Civil Shepherd, so the 70s one, they kind of indicate a lot more of like the Nazis and stuff like that. Whereas this one doesn't.
Right.
There's like the starting point of it, right? Like there's a lot of political things going on. but that's not really the focus, right?
Right. I'm confused why there's an Italian innkeeper in Germany.
Right. It's like, well, and they don't do subtitles, so you don't know what they're really saying. It's just here's someone that speaks a different language, and of course, I guess Americans during this time wouldn't know anything about other languages. So
makes sense to me.
It's just a lot of gibberish.
Well,
right?
we talked about this. We talked this in a couple of the other episodes. That we're looking at it from our current worldview,
right?
And we're more critical, where this was still a new medium.
Yeah, that's true.
And so they didn't think about like, oh, why is the Italian guys speaking, in the German end?
Yeah, but it is talking about very racy things because if you think about it, like this is that couple, the man and the woman they're having an affair.
They're having an affair.
They're both married. Now, these two gentlemen are definitely not in the original storyline, but and they were specifically made for the film. It's Charters and Caldecott, something. They actually became so popular that they actually appeared in 10 more films together. And also, they had a radio program, and then later they had a TV series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Kind of a nasty scar on his face, though.
He does. I mean, he's yeah. When you see him in the films, that's kind of his
thing. He's got the J. Seminole scar. Made him
it must though.
Made him a star.
And it is interesting. The book, the newer film, the beginning part is very long.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is like when the book was written, like you have these like sweeping, like, really you're kind of describing the scenery. Like she's going on a walk in the mountains and there's this scene over here, she gets lost, all this sort of stuff. I think it's just the era of like when those books were done, or like Radcliffe type of things, where it's like you read one of these books and it's just like, okay, I just read like 5 chapters of just scenery. Like when's the action going to happen? Oh, so it's pretty risque. Like look at all this female legs.
But there was a scene earlier where the girl's kind of looking at her, and it feels a little awkward because there's nothing really being said, and that's where I can see silent films where it's just like the panning in and just seeing facial expressions.
Oh, right.
And now it just feels like say or do something. There's nothing going on in the scene except that.
Yeah.
He said something to her, and she's just like smile, half smile, eyebrow raise. It's like, move along. And I think you see that several times in this because there's a few. It's very, very good, but because of that, it's just like, okay, that's a little awkward because the scene seems, especially since there's no music, sometimes the scene kind of lingers. You're like, and we're used to films having all the music and being fast and all these things.
Right.
And it's like, okay, let's move along. The Germans showed up.
Yeah, I know. It's like this. Okay, so the language sounds different now.
Yeah,
sounds much
showed up.
More German or dramatic. Well, these two gentlemen were like dressing for dinner.
Oh,
just like,
Can you imagine
this quaint inn? I feel like that's like more Scandinavian.
I was gonna say, did the Swedes show up too? Lordy, this is a virtual melting pot here.
Uh-oh. Why did she get undressed?
I think she's Swedish. And I don't think bras have been invented yet.
I mean, they had corsets, I guess, but...
Yeah, but that's not a bra.
No, it actually is not, no.
That's a booby trap right there.
Or is it a lack of booby trap?
Yeah, one of the two. When were bras invented? Anybody knows, please put it on Instagram or one of the other social pages. When were bras invented? When did the fun get ruined?
Hello. London? Well, Mr. Seltzer? Yes. Hold on. I'm going right to find you.
Ooh, they're pretty excited in London. Oh, okay. So 1914, the first modern bra was patented by New York. What's her name?
Her name is Carice Crosby, born Mary Phelps Jacob. So, and she was frustrated with her corset. Whalebone. Whalebone. I hope they mean that in a figurative terms. I hate to think whales gave up their life to make a corset.
No, I think they probably did initially because they did whales for the oils to burn for all that. So 2
handkerchiefs and a ribbon to create some cleavage. Well, there you are.
Well, I mean, essentially, it sounds like it was like a bikini top.
Yeah. And people, if you're wondering why we strayed into that, remember what podcast you're watching? Booby Trap. So it fits right in to talk about a booby holder, right?
Absolutely.
Alrighty there. Mine would have to be more like a towel than a handkerchief, though. A beach towel.
But there's still the politeness, despite his upset.
That's English for you. They can tell you, tell you to go to hell and make you look forward to the trip.
Hendrika is where they're located at.
Oh.
I don't know where that is, but
Is it a fictional town?
I don't know. Well, they said kind of the area, so I don't know if it's the town.
It must be the crossroads between Sweden, Germany, and Italy.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. The story, the visual of the mommy and the daddy.
Uh-oh. She hears the musical lure.
So once again, interesting kind of difference between the books. So, essentially all the main characters are going to be meeting each other at the hotel, whereas really
this is storytelling. This is what
it's more of a storytelling.
You'd never get anybody comes to go see a movie with this much storytelling at the front end.
Oh no,
they'd already be on the train killing each other by now.
Oh, absolutely. Very annoyed.
Hello?
I guess in a way I'm surprised that they have telephones in the rooms.
Yeah.
Because it seems very rustic. But maybe that was just the maid's room. Someone's playing musical chairs with an elephant.
She made her Hollywood film debut, Day Witty. At 72.
Oh, wow.
Is that crazy? Well, it explains why I've never seen a young version of her. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Isn't that crazy?
People do different things. So my mom actually did a commercial back like in her late 60s, right? Like that was not her career. It was just something to do after retirement. I kind of wonder if this was something for her. Like, hey.
It doesn't have to mean starting from scratch.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? 7. Those are addictive.
I think initially you're kind of going, is he drawing them or what's going on? But
yeah.
Obviously he's, looks like musical notes, but. I wouldn't say they're the most graceful.
No.
It does seem like elephants jumping around on the floor there.
How debonair he was.
It's like freeze.
And they did.
She's still posing. It's like the most awkward of dances.
They have zero rhythm.
I think she's doing pretty good, but the two guys are not doing so well. They lack a certain amount of grace, that's for sure. Well, I guess money does everything, huh? So it is interesting, the two gentlemen in the bed.
Well, what's more interesting is one's wearing the pajama top and the other one's wearing the pajama bottoms.
That's like a typical classic film woman-man scenario where the woman's wearing the top and the man's wearing the bottoms.
So one's the top and one's the bottom.
And it's not clear why they had to do that.
I don't know. But it's not to show us his legs, I don't think. Because those were unimpressive.
Now, the fact that this guy is able to just walk into her room, like it's not locked or anything.
People are just going in and out all over the place.
But you have telephones. I don't understand. You should have locks too.
This reminds me so much if it happened one night.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some of this is Hitchcock's humor and suspense that he blends together so well. Now this is kind of like a comedy thriller to some extent, isn't it?
It is. It has that humorous piece, which they're kind of adding more of the humor right now, right?
Yeah, I mean this later on you see it in Tracy and Hepburn, and it happened one night.
Right?
Yeah, it reminds me of.
It's like the witty banter that goes back and forth between the main characters, or the two that are kind of the love.
Well, this is romantic comedy at its finest. They start out hating each other. Then they're in trouble together. Learn that they love each other.
Well, you're kind of adding that romance piece for, let's say, maybe the female population, but then the suspense and the thriller part for the male population. So you're getting both enjoying the film together, right?
Well, it makes you care about them a little bit more too, because they're not, stiff and wooden.
They're a bit more likable.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot more likable than the original characters.
Yeah.
Or especially the girl, especially Iris.
Yes, because
very much unlikable.
Because in some film noirs, you don't really, if everybody gets it, you'd be just fine.
Right.
Everybody's despicable. And the ones that aren't being despicable are big crybabies. And so get away with all of them.
Dun, 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 dun.
What is
Dun, dun, dun,
that's
dun,
the war
dun.
song.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm trying to think what
It was in the bridge over River Kwai, and it is a military tune, but do not ask me which one.
I think when you say military tune, that makes more sense.
Can you hear it? The whistling?
Yes.
If I could whistle, you can do it.
Okay. Yep.
That's my whistling ability.
Mine isn't much better. Honestly.
Yeah, well, it probably doesn't help that I got a mouthful of chai seeds, which you'll probably be finding over in your living room floor
loving
eventually.
The song that just goes over and over again.
She feels like she's being serious.
Uh-oh. Look at those hands. Ooh, the shadow. You like the shadow?
Yeah. Well, that's the cinematography I was talking about, and those type of things are used to date a lot in film noir.
I mean, the hands coming up behind him, you don't know what's going to happen.
But,
because, you know what? It could have switched. It could have been something totally fine, right? You never knew.
But, yes, exactly. But, nothing against you, Hitchcock. That was done to perfection much earlier than this in Nosferatu.
Yes. I was kind of thinking about that a bit, right? With the shadows coming forward. Yeah. And really, the shadows in that film are what make it just such a great film, I think. Yeah. That's my opinion.
It is a good opinion.
Them and their cricket.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the. Okay, so everyone's at the train station. And that's right. Iris is actually going home to get married, which she seems super thrilled about.
Yeah, she's being sold the gypsies or something.
I think her parents are. I think her parents are more excited than anything. Yeah. So
now, no gypsies need to write in or get on Instagram saying that I'm anti-gypsy. I am not. Please don't write in and say I am.
So Miss Froy dropped her glasses, and Iris picks them up to give it to her. Once again, this just shows like how much nicer they made her in this film.
But also, there's
from the book.
There's foreshadowing there. It was meant to knock out Miss.
Yeah, that flower pot was supposed to hit Miss Froy, knock her out or kill her.
Yeah.
So now she's been hit in the head with something very heavy, falling from a pretty good height. So I know my head would be hurting, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't faint.
Well, I think this brings into where this was a necessary part of the story, so that we keep the audience wondering,
like what's going on?
Is this really happening, or I think is she hallucinating?
Right, as you see her, it like blurs out, and then you see this blurring in and out.
As she passes
the train, this watery effect with the friends,
like they used to do, like this effect, like you're going into a dream,
right? Or like the train wheels, kind of, interesting.
So it is plausible to the audience that what happens from this point forward is due to a head injury.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't thought about that, but I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Like, it gives it a different perspective, right? What I do think, though, is that if that happened and they had never met, that's what makes it more. I've made up all these people because I've never seen them before. Right. Versus she has met Miss Froy, and I think that's the difference between the book. That's the big difference between the book and this film, is that they've already met. But if they hadn't met, like, that makes it even more like, oh, maybe I'm totally making this person up. No one's seen her, but obviously other people have seen her before at the hotel. We saw her too.
We know
we knew she was at the hotel. Other people knew she was at the hotel. She was sitting with people eating together. So that does make it a different dynamic, right? Like
Right.
the storyline there. But I still like the idea of like this could be a dream or,
Yep.
you know.
Because anything from this point forward could be. I mean, Lord knows they've wrote off entire TV shows to the concept it was all a dream. 7
Right.
seasons of your life
Over
with.
Oh, what's the one? Newhart.
Yeah.
The one where he was up. No, wait, he was up in the
inn, the new
inn, and then he woke up, and then he was back in his other show or something.
Yeah, where he was a psychologist back in the 70s, the Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
But there's been several shows that when they wrote themselves into a corner on the plot, gotten themselves out of it by dismissing the last 2 or 3 seasons, saying that person was just dreaming. It's just because they get to a place where, or find out the audience didn't particularly like where the plot went to, or where the show went. Roseanne did that, where they won the lottery and all this other stuff, and then the last season they wrap it up that the entire show was her writing a book and imagining the whole thing. So it's been used as to fill in plot holes.
Her specialty.
Yeah.
My name's Ida Henderson. I'm going home to be married.
Rita Hayworth's Mexican.
I do hope you'll be happy.
Believe it or not. Electrolysis, hair dye.
Because usually she's shown as like a redhead, right? Or very like auburn.
She had a unibrow at one time.
Well, didn't we all at one point?
Yeah. They turned her into Rita Hayworth.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there she
Gilda.
writes her name, Froy, on the window. Okay. I mean, or you could have just said it right then and there. Okay, that's that sound piece, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, they had to have all that sound so that they could then make it so she wrote her name on the window. Then immediately after that, oh, no more sound. And I think that is interesting where there's very minimal sound as part of this film, which is really like a great way to emphasize.
It's a very good way to do it because I just saw a movie not too long ago and it made it more suspenseful because instead of having when the scary part or where the jump scare or wherever that was, it would start the music, pump it up, and you knew it was, you kind of could steel yourself that it was coming. But I saw one that had nothing, and so you just had to, you never knew when it was coming at you.
Yeah,
It was
even creepier. Yeah.
It is. It's creepy, and
it keeps you
keeps
you on edge, right? More on edge for a longer period of time. I was trying to read the top. So once again, that's a model with the train going over. So some of that must be painted.
I would think so.
Because I don't think they built that entire bridge. It's probably some child's like train set, and then they just painted it to look like there's this massive bridge that they're going across.
You can totally see Godzilla walking up, knocking the train right
Oh,
off.
absolutely.
Now
that handkerchief.
No. This dress.
I don't know, like the neck scarf thing.
It looks like a handkerchief
or a napkin. Yeah, it's been tucked into her shirt.
For when you you tuck it in so you don't get stuff on you when you drip.
It's like the lobster, right? The lobster.
Lobster bib.
Bib.
Yeah, but it looks like looks like she got up from lunch and forgot to take her napkin off.
Yeah. So once again, as you see, like the movement and the tracks and all this sort of stuff, like once again,
there's where the sound. The only time the sound is.
Yeah, the train, like certain parts with the sound. So screen time they're using for that. But once again, she's fallen asleep.
Uh-huh.
Here's another piece of her
here's
reality.
Here's part 3. Here's part 3.
Creepy guy watching you as you sleep.
All the people are there except Miss Froy.
Well, she's ready for lunch. She has her bib on.
So. I know. That's what should have disappeared. Maybe that is what it is because holy cow.
I feel like she's trying to hypnotize you.
Yeah.
She's saying there's been no English lady here.
You're still a chicken.
Click, 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 click. Have you seen the newer version?
I have not.
If and when you get a chance to see that, you'll notice a distinct difference between personalities.
Okay.
And she is definitely nicer.
I will put that. That's the Sybil Shepherd one, right?
No. I did not like that one at all.
Oh.
The one that's the newest one.
2019.
Is it 12 or 19? I don't know. She's very closely related to what's in the book, and she's there's no wonder that no one's really helping her. How about that? she's frosty to everyone. How about that?
She got
So it just expands like who's all involved, because obviously the guy who served tea
right.
was already part of the plot from the very get-go, right?
Right. There's that humor.
You must know something fell on my head.
Did you hear what he just said? I did not catch that before. Something fell on my head. He said, in infancy? Oh, wow. What a takedown.
Well, I think sometimes that wittiness is so fast, you're trying to pay attention.
I did not catch that.
And there's no subtitles or closed captions, so we can't
well,
follow along as well.
But he just zinged that right
Oh,
in.
yeah.
That was funny.
Okay, Italian.
I don't know who anybody is anymore. I just know there's a
I mean, the fact that he knows this brain specialist as a musicologist is weird.
Now we got the Czech Republic involved.
It's very confusing.
It is a
Among other things, a cranial fracture with compression. You understand?
So I want to keep an eye out because apparently in this, see if we can find it. Oh, this might help. So I want to watch it through this lens of that Hitchcock would use lighting and use to highlight who's the good and the bad characters are. I want to see if we can figure it out from that way because just a minute ago, that little guy, the dark guy, she said, was in a dark shadow, while the other three were well lit, I think. But I want to see if that actually plays out here because that's considered one of his techniques.
This is so funny. She's describing Miss Froy, and she cannot remember what her face looks like, what her hair looks like, but when she talks about what she's dressed in, she's very detailed and specific.
Yeah,
she's very much at the clothes. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So I think out of all of the actors, or the individuals that are on the train, the one that is closest resembling from the book is actually the couple that's having an affair.
Okay.
They're almost word for word a lot of the stuff that comes out of that, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we talk about the two English gentlemen that always are talking about cricket, I feel like they're an amalgamation of a bunch of different characters that you actually don't see in the film, but were talked about in the movie, talked about in the book, and who were guests at the hotel. So it's
that happens sometimes when they do the screenplay or they bring a book to film. They'll just roll a few characters and have it, in one character.
Yeah.
Mainly because you have to be more concise in filming a movie than you meandering through a book.
Well, I mean, even when you look at the other films, they're not going to go through with all the backstory. So you kind of miss out on all of that, which actually explains. So when you read that book, it actually explains why people are not saying, "Oh yes, I saw her." They're all keeping this hush hush, and everyone has a reasoning, right? The couple that's having an affair, they don't want to be get in trouble, get exposed about that. Obviously, like I said, these two guys are
they're kind of on the fringe, right?
But they're more for them, they need to get to England, right? They need to get to this cricket match, which, there's a couple.
They don't want
they don't want anything to stop, right?
That's why,
which is a set of another characters that are in the book. Then there's also kind of a storyline, we don't want to, we've had this stuff happen before, and we don't want to have that affect us in future, which is related to another two characters that are identified in the book. So it's actually kind of interesting, but you don't get all that background, which actually then explains you're going the aha moment. I understand why they're reluctant. Otherwise you're just what jerks, right? There's no rhyme or reason for them to deny it, right? That she was there. Right. So kind of interesting.
Well, there's something afoot.
He does seem the doctor does seem like he would be a detective, right? I don't know. He has that detective feel.
I'm thinking if we pay attention to this somewhere along the line, that whole, because every scene, even though it seems random with Hitchcock, everything is leading you to something. They're either red herrings or they're foreshadowing. They're nothing's random in his plots, even though they seem like they're random. For example, when that would seem like it was a almost silliness that she's standing in that window, Miss Froy is listening to that guy below. We're like, oh, he's serenading, and she's listening, and she's listening, and it keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah.
And when you see that you're like, what does this have to do with the rest of the movie? But it does.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to be patient with Hitchcock, and why his movies were always so good is because if you're patient and you pay attention, it's going to get you there.
Right. The thing is trying to remember all the pieces along the way. Right?
You
You almost
have
need like a notebook. Go, oh, interesting.
You have
that happened
yeah,
here.
you have to pay attention because it's like, aha.
You know what? It's like being a detective. We're trying to be a detective as we watch this film. What's going on?
That's exactly right.
Putting all the
You gotta
pieces
pay
together at the
attention.
end.
That's exactly right. So he's leaving clues. If you pay, now they call them Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So another one of his directorial type of that's been used director style throughout the years. There's little Easter eggs. You gotta find them.
That girl was making a fuss. If the woman had disappeared, and I'd admitted having seen her, we might become vital witnesses.
So I was trying to figure out if it was this woman that was Googie Withers, but it's not. It's not the woman who's having the affair.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking that was Googie Withers, but I don't think so. I think it might have been one of the friends that was with Iris at the beginning, like at the hotel.
Yeah, because this is
because it's like her eyes. There's something, but
that's just playing.
Okay,
Florence Lyndon Travers.
Yeah, it was just like they look kind of similar, but they definitely are not the same person.
Shape is different.
But it's kind of interesting. So this Googie, so she was actually, her name is Georgette Lizette Withers, but she got that nickname from her Punjabi nanny.
Oh wow!
So
yeah, that's not her.
No, it's not.
The woman having the affair.
I mean, she kind of has similar eyes, but I think
is she
it's
the nun?
No. I think she was definitely a friend. That was because one of the friends that was like at the hotel, of the three gorgeous girls with all their legs and everything. Googie was she was born in Pakistan, and she ended up dying in Australia. But once again, it sounds like she had a little bit of an interesting international lifestyle of some kind. Yeah, so her nationality was British and Pakistani. Interesting. So the reason why I brought up Googie is because I know her from the Jane Austen film Northanger Abbey, where she was the one hostess. So anyway, I recognized the name because it's unique, right?
Right.
I wouldn't have noticed her. I wouldn't have recognized her though in her youth. She definitely looks very different.
Yeah.
She's like in her teens or her 20s versus in her 70s. So. So this is where, and the fact that she can't remember what Miss Froy's face really looks like, but it's all about her clothing. So throwing another person in Miss Froy's outfit is genius if you think about it, right?
Well,
because it throws off the scent like immediately. It makes it like, oh yeah, well you must have just forgotten what her face really looked like, right?
It also goes to how reliable eyewitness testimony is, right?
Oh, right. Right, that like...
she's had a traumatic event, and now she's expected to remember what this lady looks like. Now think about it when it's in real life.
It's that witness reliability, right?
Right.
And so when we talk about that witness, credibility or reliability of a witness, having a credible witness is going to be someone who's exhibiting those traits of honesty and accuracy and reliability. So when they're testifying against, scenario that happened, let's say the judge or whoever they're talking to, the jury, they're going to find that statement to be truthful, right? Just based off of that kind of, that right. Exactly. It could be their demeanor. It could be, the way that they present themselves. And I think, you have a lot of British people, so they're going to rely on, they're British. So they're going to be more reliable than someone who's not of that nationality. And I'm sure that's for other nationalities too. So
the issue with it, I think, is that when people testify to it or whatever, they're absolutely convinced of it. They're not telling the truth.
Right.
They believe what they're saying, and they believe So that's a hard one. That's a hard, which makes him come through more convincing, which is a hard thing to get around evidence wise.
Yeah.
But it's not the most reliable form of evidence at all.
Well, it's interesting because I was just, and see, she had that like double over, and now everyone's face looks like Miss Froy, even the guys.
Yeah. Well, and that was an improvement. Oy. Wow. She's not a happy camper.
So what's interesting is that idea of, that reliability of an eyewitness. So there's this something on TV, right, where it talked about this woman, a guy broke into her house, assaulted her, pretty much stabbed her. So she was essentially about to die. So she got stabbed like 19 times or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, she actually, I see Froy there.
Uh-huh. Never noticed that
on the window. You can kind of barely see it, right?
Always something going on.
The shadow, the lights, right?
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so based on, and she's like, I watched this person. He knew, like, I watched everything that was happening. I saw everything that he touched. I had hours and hours with this guy in my face, etc. I'm not going to forget.
Right.
And it was weird. Like, this guy that looked, like the guy that attacked her was then like in front of her house praying for her. He was really suspicious. He did things like that the killer kind of did. But at the end of the day, it came back that he was not the guy.
Right.
And that was through the DNA testing that had been done. And they actually found out it was some other guy. And initially she's like, no, that can't be him. But they actually showed a picture back when he was like during the time period that this happened. Because this has been like now 9 years later or something like that, maybe more. And the two guys look very similar. Oh, and by the way, this guy actually happened to be living close by too in the other trailer park. So once again, she was for sure, this is not the guy, it's this other guy. And she happened to be wrong.
It happens. And there's been recently men that have been released from prison after serving 2 decades. The DNA exonerated them, and they were convicted due to eyewitness, due to the testimony. The least reliable of all of them, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
There should be something to corroborate that. And now that we have DNA evidence and things of that nature, that needs to carry the day in most of them.
Well, look at her looking out the window. She's like, she almost like, I think she's seeing like the light shadows. She's like, I feel like I see it.
Yep.
Oh, and the train, right?
It's
amazing how it just disappeared.
You saw it. You must have seen it. She's on the train.
Because they went to the tunnel and it disappeared.
No, we must find her. Something's happening to her. Stop the train. Listen, everybody. There's a woman on this train, Miss Floyd. Some of you must have seen her. They're hiding her. I appeal to you, all of you, to stop the train.
She does seem a little
overwrought,
right?
Yeah.
I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm not.
Well, and then you have a doctor that does brain type surgery and stuff. So, he's going to put his 2 cents in.
Now, do you think that was done rather than her screaming? The train sounds like it's screaming.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It only took him 10 minutes to restart, stop and start. Wow.
Well, yeah. See, they know she's real.
Yeah. So it's like each one's thinking something and then saying something, but not paying attention to the other. And they're like, what?
What?
It's a great conversation. It makes you want to watch another film later on to see how does it, if the film's just about them, how are they really working, interacting, and what is it that's so interesting that kept it for 10 more films and a radio show, etc., etc.
Right.
Oh, and I love how they just toss the trash
right out the window. Nice.
But what is being discovered? Is it Harriman's tea? So now he believes her. Now there's proof. I don't know, having the Baroness smoke a cigarette just seems odd. I feel like she should have one of those really long ones, long ones, or fancy. It would stain her gloves. I feel like she needs the cigarette sticks. Well, the good thing is she's gotten rid of her bib. But maybe it was to keep her chest warm because there's a lot of chest now.
Well, such as it is.
She may be dead now.
I guess someone just stuck their head out and filmed while the train was running.
Maybe it's one of like dollies, like
maybe.
moving dollies. He had a lot of tricks up in his sleeve when it came to filming things.
Ooh, is there someone in that basket? Super obvious, right? What does it say? Calf?
Calf. It's a calf in a basket. They really didn't need to open it. It says it on the top of it. Wonder why there's bars on the window of the train.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's the guy that keeps talking to her.
Yeah.
The little Weasley looking dark guy.
He's like staring at her when she's sleeping and that. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So he's in a top hat and cape. What's his name? What's going on? Dapo. His act is the Vanishing Lady. The name of the film.
Red herring. Another red herring. Could he be the one?
I mean, it's possible. He's a magician, so he knows a lot of tricks to get rid. And his most impressive act is vanishing ladies. So you know.
Disappearing him.
Oh, see, he vanished too.
I didn't ever notice that Michael Redgrave was so cheeky.
That thing turns fast.
Yeah, it did. She turned into
she got thrown out of that turnstile there. Oh, there just happens to be a Sherlock Holmes hat.
Yeah. Oh, and
a pipe to talk about his theory.
In the first place, a little old lady disappeared. Everyone that saw her probably insisted she was never there before.
Some more of that romantic comedy going on. Professor.
Oh, which is holds up. It does.
He looks like did he play a professor in something? Because he looks very familiar in that setup.
I don't know a ton about Michael Redgrave's career.
Ooh, there's a hand. It's a random hand.
It's him, the Italian guy, the magician.
Oh my goodness. Seriously? You're gonna like fight over broken spectacles?
Yes, but
and I love how he just goes for the nose and twists the nose.
Aren't they her spectacles?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he's just, if they were your spectacles and they fell and they broke, would you be that
no,
like, I'm gonna kill you for this?
No.
No.
I sure wouldn't tweak your nose.
That just seems, suspect.
And the bunny rabbits watch.
Oh, well, she kicked well, but not the right person.
Yeah.
Oh, twisting the ears.
That still holds up. I'm sorry, it does. A good ear toggle.
You know what? Between the nose twists and the ear tugs, and well, she's getting elbowed in the face, but I mean, this is actually pretty funny to watch. Like, she's trying to get up, she can't get up.
Oh, and I have.
Ooh, there's a switchblade there.
That song he was humming that's been driving you nuts?
Yes.
Is called the Colonel Bogey March.
Bogey March, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Bite that hand.
Make sure she's biting the right one.
Luckily, there's a knife in it, so there wasn't any confusion this time around. She keeps
Yeah, on this. Oh, well, we're getting somewhere at last. We definitely know that this boy was on his train. We know that our friend in here had something.
He used his own magic box to escape. I mean, if you do get captured, it is really important to be a magician, so you know how to get out of anything, really.
Yeah. Fake panels.
Yeah.
Fake door,
I mean,
bottomless.
How to get out of a straitjacket. I mean, you never know when you have to use that skill.
Yeah. And then you throw in some doves and some bunnies and.
Well, probably more like get out of handcuffs is probably more important.
Oh yeah, that's really important. But they didn't handcuff anybody in this one.
Straitjacket is important though too, just in case.
Everybody's Houdini.
So it's interesting. His theory is like pretty much spot on from the very get go, and she's the one that's like, no, it couldn't have possibly been.
Yeah, they've switched roles. Now all of a sudden he's all about it, and she's like, nah.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't really happen.
Right.
Like, woman, make up your mind. She's wearing high heel shoes. Nuns don't wear high heel shoes.
I mean, once again, he is like spot on.
God,
just here's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I don't know. I just don't think it makes any sense.
No, you seem a little out there. You know,
it seems so.
But he's done a good job considering he
believes it more than she does at this point.
And he's doing a pretty good job considering he doesn't even have his pipe or his hat anymore.
That's true.
You know, but yeah, he's figuring it all out. And boy, she really look the way she's restraining the air quote nun. Here, just stand back. No fight.
We want you to undo this bandage. Let us take a look at your patient's face. Are you out of your senses? There's no face there. Nothing but lumps of raw flesh.
That and very nicely mascaraed eyelashes.
Yes. Yes. Are they open or closed?
They were fluttering. I mean, that's also where you need to know Morse code so you can flutter your eyelashes.
Yes, that would come in handy.
So we have to like tick off all the things that we need to learn.
So if I'm
just in case.
Yeah. If I'm ever on a train, I disappear.
Yeah, you're kidnapped somehow.
And end up in bandages. I will flutter SOS.
Sounds good.
Please save me. I'm looking to you to do that. Figure it all out, okay?
Exactly. Oh, so the nun is obviously in on it.
Well, she's not. She's not a nun. Nuns don't wear high heels, right?
I don't know. Well, so the whole thing is interesting too with the doctor, and they just believe everything that comes out of his mouth.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a doctor.
Well, a well-known one, I guess.
Yeah.
But
you know,
because Gilbert knows that too, surprisingly.
But they also made, they believe they made house calls too. So, this is a different time.
Well, I mean, he's definitely more suave and not as maybe sinister seeming.
Right.
Like if you see him in other films, like he definitely has more of a sinister look and feel. He just seems like a very nice guy that's just trying to help out and.
Oh, but he's got that thin pencil mustache.
Well, that is a villainous type mustache for sure.
No good can come from it.
So back, gosh, this has now been a while ago. When I used to live in the California Bay Area, they used to have a place you could go to where they did those plays where it was like you booed the villain, you threw popcorn at him, and for the hero you hurrah'd him, like a vaudeville type of thing. It was so much fun. And I went there a few times. I took some people with me too. That mustache makes me think of that.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you one thing. My only complaint about this movie is I'm not wild about the butt shots because that's twice that the camera has been at butt/crotch area and hovered there for a bit. And, he just tried to pull a bait and switch. But oh my.
Well, I think he was very specific about what he wanted, right?
Did you see him move the glass?
Oh, yeah. But I know that they were supposed to be poisoned, right?
Yep. Well.
Just being very careful.
Don't ever drink anything the villain gives you. That's rule of thumb.
Now, look at that shot right on the glasses. Even though you still see the guy talking.
That's a great shot.
The glasses are big and bold and right there in front of you.
That's a great shot.
And that one's just been drunk. So emphasizing the view of those glasses is really interesting. See, I mean, like he's acting like he's...
Does he not notice the gloves? Why is he wearing driving gloves on a train? No, only on one hand.
Oh.
What is he, Michael Jackson?
That is odd.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in for it now, folks.
Oh, well, he has the other glove in his other hand, but once again, why is he wearing gloves?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that smirk he has.
We know what he did. We saw him.
And once again, he plays the nice guy, but
well, this is a common theme of movies today too. So many of these elements have held up and are still being used in movies today.
It's true.
Why? Because they work.
It's very true.
They work.
Except they know
The big reveal of the who's the villain.
Yeah.
And us trying to figure it out along the way. Face it, people love to figure that out. You know, I know I've been to movies and people are like, "Oh, I knew it right from here," and it's like there's something satisfying about figuring out before the big reveal of who it is, what it is, and he's left us clues all the way through.
Oh, absolutely.
To tie this all together without being obvious and insulting your intelligence.
Right.
Master filmmaking.
I mean, just like think about when the waiter brought the drinks over, and the look that the two villains essentially gave to each other.
Yeah, because they said he was in on it. Well, say that is an unfortunate.
There's a gun in my pocket.
Yeah, he's not happy to see them. That's an unfortunate angle. Even Hitchcock wasn't perfect, but yeah, of course. Again, people are a lot more innocent than we are now. We're sitting here, we're being leches about it, but still.
So he's just telling them, "Oh, yeah, you've been poisoned."
Well, how is it in the comedies they do that now about thrillers? That the villain explains everything, right?
Right.
Don't explain, just do it.
Right.
In a very few moments now, you will join you again.
Well, I guess luckily he wasn't trying to kill them because they're obviously not dead.
Right. No, just put them till they can move ahead. Ah, he was faking.
Come on, let's get going.
So they do think that she still has the poison in her, so she has to keep moving around.
Stand on your head, do anything. Give it up for us.
Michael Redgrave mumbles a bit.
Like he kind of like talks pretty fast.
He does. That's how he
Mumbly.
got that joke buzz.
That's true.
That was the other one.
Multiple times now. So.
Yeah.
You heard it. I didn't even hear it. Ooh. Ah! He almost got hit by that train.
Yeah, he did.
I think he lost an arm.
See, now I think that's about as close as we're going to get to one of the big Hitchcock scenes. You know, where like North by Northwest.
Like the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, the Mount Rushmore.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think that's probably the most dramatic. I mean, I know there's some things that happen later, but I feel like that is like a Mount Rushmore type scene there.
Okay, he's unwrapping.
You haven't been drugged.
Okay, so they haven't been drugged. That's good.
You want to save her, you've got to hurry.
Well, and now she's like, go ahead and save her because she's English.
Yeah.
That's the only
I don't
reason.
think she wanted to be complicit in the murder, did she? I don't know.
No, but you know, the fact that it was now an English woman that like brought it all to new light.
Yeah. Or she was just wearing a nun costume. Okay, she's getting ready to tell us.
Oh no, she's not a nun. Oh,
there's that woman that goes around giving everybody dirty looks.
It's like Frowny Face.
Frau Frowny Face. He was in on it.
Oh yeah.
The magician / Italian guy.
He's talking about how she like,
pulled his ears. What a big baby.
I need more money. She pulled my ears.
Oh my goodness. What a big baby.
I mean, he's opening his wallet, so you know, there is that. Oh, there she is, moving around.
He slapped her on her behind.
Oh,
You'd never get away with that now. She didn't even complain or slap him back. What a hoe.
Well, the nun's putting on her makeup, so.
Well, it's important.
It is.
To look good for God.
You're still drugged out.
Really, some of these angles are a little unfortunate. The way he just picked her up out of his lap, it's like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well,
I mean, are we overly thinking some of these? Because,
well,
but think about all these other scenes.
I know. I'm just a little Beavis and Buttheady about it. And some of them, I know.
No. Like, thinking about, like, the two gentlemen in the bed, right?
Well, no, I didn't.
Thinking about some of these, like, you gotta... Maybe
they're, you know,
maybe
we're
there's a little bit of that,
innocent,
right?
but there's a few times where it's like, I'm not so sure it's innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, Hitchcock was a little bit of a lech.
Yeah.
Anybody that worked out, you know,
I mean, hello, one of the first scenes was legs. Oh, and like when the waiter or whatever came to lift her up, I mean, that lifted her whole slip up too. So we're seeing a little bit more than just like.
Well, Tippi Hedren had lots to say about how he was, and he was not virtuous. Let's put it that way.
Oh no.
And he'd have been part of the Me Too movement today.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sorry you've had such an uncomfortable journey, Miss Croy.
She didn't do a very good job of wrapping her face.
Well, they
There's
were in a
like
hurry.
a lock of hair still sticking out.
Well, they were in a hurry.
But I mean, come on. It was pretty evident that that's
Yeah.
a massive lock of hair that's not covered.
Yeah. He's been had.
He is not a happy camper.
Nope.
I'm looking at signs to see if I can recognize any of like the languages.
Yeah.
It just, I don't recognize any of it. But like, are we in Italy? Where are we again?
They said there was going to be a stop, and it started with an M, but don't quote me on what it was. They seem like they're still in the Alps, so.
Well, the doctor obviously has some clout because he just
does.
got them to take a train or part of a train.
He's got quite a few people in his back pocket.
Yeah. I feel like when you say I know too much, that's when you get killed.
Yeah. You're just, what a
You're
dumb
just
thing to say.
you're just asking for someone to come and like
Oh, yeah. It's
murder
like, I
you.
know too much, you can't kill me. That's why you kill me.
That's why you kill the person, yeah.
Shut up. Same,
Oh.
the same ones that go, I'll tell the police. Yeah, you're not going to last much longer after that.
That yell. Oh, there he is. Oh, that other train's going by fast.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, so much. She's lying so much. That's Troy. Come on.
Nobody's kidnapping governesses.
No.
Or is it governor?
I don't know. Right.
Well,
They're
everything
not
stops
gonna like kidnap a governess just because.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason. Whether she knows the reason or not is a different story.
Well, now they know where
Yeah.
to find everybody at the same time. It's tea time.
Of
And
course.
everybody knows
Must be,
that
what,
the English,
must be 4:00 or whatever.
yeah,
for tea.
English stop the world starts revolving. Then you stop everything they're doing when it's tea time.
What are you dribbling about? How is it a ridiculous story? She was
She's
missing
standing
and
right
now
there.
she's there.
Well, I didn't hear a gunshot. I just heard a woman scream. So I guess that's the end of the air quote none.
Oh no, wait, there she is.
Oh, she's not been shot.
No, but I was trying to figure out who was the one that screamed, which makes sense. It was the nun that screamed. But I wonder, like, what happened, right? Yeah, it
Don't
doesn't look
give
like
her-
she got shot.
I wouldn't be drinking anything out of a wine glass anytime soon if I were her.
It could be poisoned.
We can't possibly do anything to us. We're British subjects.
They have what?
They've said that multiple times
What?
now. They can't do anything to us because we're British subjects or, you know, we're in a different country. Why does it matter? Because we're English.
Yeah, well, you know how the English are. And again, English people do not write in. I'm not anti-English people.
I think it's definitely, you know, when you do look at some of the older films that
Yeah.
that does tend to play out, right? We're English, you know, you don't have authority over us.
Right. Very independent people.
English being a very important language that everyone would
Yeah.
be able to speak.
I don't understand the language, and it may be important. Would you?
Wow, that was a massive chair to be thrown on top of that guy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one's eye got poked out with the chair leg.
Now put your eye out, kid.
Exactly.
I don't believe the man's explanation was quite satisfactory. Things like this might cause a war.
Hmm. Is that a inkling of something going on in the future? But this is what,
Maybe
38,
this
right?
is what happened.
38. Oh
Now they missed him, right?
no, he got shot in the hand, but he got a graze.
Wow, what a trooper! He gets shot in the hand, and this is one of the two guys. This is Charcot, and you know they've been in a pretty integral part of this plot, and I cannot remember their name.
It's Charters and Caldecott.
Caldecott. So remember that they've been a very interesting part of this movie. He gets shot in the hand. Now I'm not sure which one he is. Is he's
Yeah, I don't know which one.
but
is
he's
which.
one of those two guys.
He's the guy that has the scar in his
Yeah, and he
cheek.
gets shot, and he just stands there a second, walks back in, and goes, "Yep, you were right."
No, I don't remember as part of the plot line if he was like in the army beforehand, or and that's how he got his face
You know,
and
I don't
stuff.
remember, but
I feel like he had some kind of, or maybe that's just the like what I'm like when I look at him, I kind of see that him as like, okay, like he was a soldier at one point.
right. So now we have all the
Yeah.
good guys amassed on one side, all the bad guys amassed on the other. And
think
again,
when-
this dynamic has happened multiple times. You have the one guy that's always scared and, you know, kind of like on Aliens, it's always trying to figure out a way to get out of the whole situation because he's just whines about being scared the entire time. But this is when the romance is over here with the adulterous affair.
Oh, absolutely.
Your wife can
She's-
have you, babe.
Yeah, she can see him for what he really is. I think it was about to end sooner
Yeah.
rather than later. So
I think the writing was on the wall. And then of course, you have the woman who is always just
I think he's like one of the few guys that actually is holding the gun
correctly.
fairly well. He's all, I guess Gilbert's doing an okay job, although he first started kind of flicking his hand around.
Yeah,
And I think everyone's closing their eyes when they shoot.
yeah. Just did I hit anything? It is the 6-shooter with 16 bullets.
Is it 1 + 1 + 1 + 3?
No. 2 + 1 + 3 + no. 4 + 2 + 1 + 2.
Oh, okay. Trying to figure out how many bullets there were. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully everybody knows that reference. If not, you'll know later in one of the seasons. So
Absolutely.
it's a classic.
Okay, so Miss Froy is now revealing a lot about herself.
Yes.
And the whole reason when we talked about that musician and why she's paying so much
The guy
attention
underneath her
to the
window,
guy.
she wasn't just getting serenaded. She was listening to the music, to the notes. He was telling her something through the music.
Yeah. So she's a spy.
Yes. We now know that
Well,
she's not a governess.
Well, and it makes sense, like, why she was so upset when she couldn't pay attention. And, she was kind of, every time the note was being hit, she was kind of hitting her hand on, saying, okay, this is this note, that note. And she's trying to memorize it. And, of course, then Gilbert with his people dancing above distracted that.
So now
but it's okay, because the musician was singing the same, 4 notes for, the next 30
but it makes
minutes.
sense now, because at the time you're like, good Lord, why is this scene still going on? And see, once again, it all plays into it. So Miss Froy is a spy, not a governess.
Well,
and he's currently tossing her out a window. She's giving her a brown bag lunch.
Purse. Make sure she has her purse there.
Oh, that wasn't a brown bag
She runs
lunch.
pretty fast.
For an old lady, yeah. So that wasn't a brown bag lunch.
Okay, I don't think that is her, but...
Probably not. She's 72 years old in this, so...
And she just jumped into a ravine, so...
Yeah. A 12-shooter. Wow. Probably a good idea to stay near the floor, but what do I know? I've never been shot at, so.
And away from the windows.
Away from the windows, down on the floor.
Definitely not on that side of the shooting side.
She's a smart one. Our heroine in this is a smart one. Her butt's sitting on the ground behind a table. Now that's smart.
I think so. Is it just the engine in that car? Or I think there were a couple cars, right? I mean, move to a different car. Oh, he didn't even get a chance to wave his white flag in truce. Well, I think once again, like that close up of the white handkerchief. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just with the wine glasses, emphasizing, but in not a showy way, right? It's in a very quiet way.
Notice there's no blood. There's a little bit of blood flowing down on his hand, so you could tell he'd been shot. But otherwise, you can't even tell where they were shot.
Well, I mean, that's kind of typical for this country. It's
probably made good.
Someone gets shot and they're like, oh, they're holding their stomach. You never see blood, right?
Well,
they're gone.
Now, not movies. Now it's like you see the whole,
too much.
Yeah. Hold it together, ladies.
Ooh. Oh, they're moving.
Let's get back in front of the window so they can shoot at us some more.
Oh, they're going backwards. Oh, see? I told you. He got shot. There's no blood. He just randomly shot. And of course,
Well,
They got both the engineers of the train.
well, they have to so they can have this big climatic scene.
Wow.
So they're expendable.
That's true.
Collateral damage. Now these two guys, the hero, and which we don't know whether it's Charters account. We got to figure that one out at some point. This is either Charters or
If
Caldecott.
anybody knows which is which,
Yes.
let us know on Instagram or
Please.
X or what have you.
I don't-
Facebook.
Yeah, I don't want to Google it. That there's another one of those butt shots. I always wanted to be able to say necessary.
Necessary. Necessary.
It will not be necessary. One day.
Yeah, I feel like the two guys.
He's my favorite of the two, just so you know.
I do feel like they definitely were probably in the military or something. Like that's maybe where they became friends, was through the military. Just their demeanor and like how they're handling the situation, right?
Right.
Like, yes, they're all into cricket, blah, blah, blah. That's really important. And that might be the thing that made them friends, right? Is all
Right.
about the cricket. But I think the way that they're doing stuff. Charters? So that's cool.
That's Caldecott. So the ones
Caldecott,
in the
okay.
engine, he's like, where the hell is
Okay.
Or Charters? Okay, so now we know the guy with the scar is Charters, and Caldecott is
That guy.
the squirt, the little guy.
Okay.
He was the bottom. Where's he the top? He was the bottom.
Here's the bottom. Oh, the nun got shot.
Well, they got awfully close. Hey, they drove those same cars in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of Lost Ark. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, it looked like it. That's so strange. It's like, oh well, we didn't get him. Good luck with them.
But is there going to be somebody at the other side?
So remember, she's coming back. Iris is coming back home to get married.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, and also keep your eyes peeled. Remember, there's a cameo.
We haven't seen her cameo yet. Hitchcock had a cameo in every single movie. Blink and you missed it.
Yeah, this one's pretty quick, so I think it took us a while to figure out where it was. Oh, the bobbies with their hat.
There it is.
There he is. Oh,
There
he
he
like
is.
shrugs his shoulder
Yep.
while smoking a cigarette.
And his hair he still had hair and it was black. But he was still bald, but black hair.
Oh, so all this worry to get back to watch the cricket game, and
it was flooded out.
flooded out. There was some very good chemistry between those two.
Yes, there was. Yeah, he looks like a weenie. Her fiance. That's how you shut every woman up, isn't it? In the 40s, so 30s and 40s,
Smooches.
you just lip locked them.
Yep.
Every woman got lip locked. Even Betty Davis. I think particularly Betty Davis, the only way you could get her to shut up. Oh, look, they're in love.
Oh, so happy. Well, come on.
But they got married. They got married,
you
right?
haven't heard him whistling this tune for the last how many days or hours? So you wouldn't have remembered any of it either?
Right.
Pay attention, lady.
Yeah.
Your husband to be, or if he is a husband,
I think they already got married.
His whole life is about music. Get with it.
They got married, I think.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Somewhere. These people.
Well, and
move
anyway, she needs to pay attention. He's
Yeah.
a musicologist, so she needs to be paying attention to music.
There's Miss Froy.
So one of the interesting things is that, so from the book for Miss Froy, so she wasn't a spy. She was actually a governess, and the only reason why she was kidnapped was because her employer, who was like kind of like a politician essentially, happened to be home when he was supposed to be away, and that was his alibi, that he was supposed to be away from his house, his home. So she wanted to make sure that she said goodbye to him before she went home to England to see her parents. And yes, she was still old then too. So her parents are like in their 80s or 90s or whatever. But in any case, it's not until like you see like there's a newspaper that's left. And in the newspaper, this employer that she's mentioned, the name is like in this newspaper. And then you're going, aha, this is why she got kidnapped, because she essentially could have discredited this guy, her employer, and his alibi, because essentially he killed somebody. So his alibi is he was never around. He killed like a political rival. They're saying, oh, he did it, but I couldn't have, right?
Right.
I was never in the area. But she can discredit that. So that's kind of, the difference, at least the big difference for Miss Froy in terms of, yes, in this film here, she was a spy. In the original story, she actually wasn't. But there's a lot of the same kind of storylines that kind of align with that.
Right.
So.
Well, I like this version. I like the spy. It gives a little bit more depth and twists, more opportunity for twists and turns, I think.
This concludes the Booby Trap Podcast accessory reel for the film The Lady Vanishes. We hope you enjoyed joining our conversation as we watched the film. Feel free to leave comments about our discussions and commentary on our social media channels. Join us in the main The Lady Vanishes podcast episode as Tata and Mamie delve into the criminal themes identified throughout the film. We look forward to seeing you there.